Guys, it's City MMA, your boy Bryson here with
Joey.
And today we're breaking down UFC Fight Night, Bonfim versus Randy Brown. One more week out till we get the UFC 322 pay-per-view. JDM versus Makhachev, can't wait for that one. But in the meantime, we got a fun fight night before that, and let's go.
All right, guys, next up, we have a bantamweight matchup between Miles Johns and Daniel Marcos. Miles Johns coming in at a plus 145 dog, and Daniel Marcos at a minus 175 favorite. Guys, Miles Johns, he's a super quick starter, but slows the deeper as the fight goes. He's always looking for that big overhand, guys. Super crazy striker. He is low volume, though. Marcos, on the other hand, excellent kickboxing style, mixes up his kicks super well, and can mix up his wrestling when he needs to. I know a lot of people are going to be high on Marcos in this fight, but I'm going the dog. I think Miles Johns is going to get it done. Who do you got in this fight, Bryson?
Oh, I'm going Daniel Marcos. I think Marcos has better cardio on him. He lands 5.11 significant strikes per minute and has 53% significant strike accuracy. He attacks at all levels, which I like, kicking at all levels. Really good jab on him. And moves around. He's going to be on the outside. Well, Jones, he likes to load up on that overhand, and that's what he's going to be looking for the whole time. He also struggles finding his range, usually gets caught chasing opponents, which I think he's going to be chasing the whole fight. Marcos could get a knockout, like with a front kick, or maybe even something having him against the fence after hurting him with a body shot or knee. But I think Marcos wins the decision here, and Johns is tough. He maybe gets the first round. He's a quick starter. Bad takedown defense, or bad takedown accuracy at 26%. So even if he'll mix up his wrestling, I think Marcos will be able to defend it with his 84% takedown defense. So I'm going Marcos, moneyline and decision. All right, guys, next up we got a women's strawweight matchup. Tisha Pennington, the veteran, and, she's with Raquel versus Denise Gomes, and I'm pretty sure she trains with Jessica Andrade, so this should be a fun one. Pennington's coming in at plus 155, Gomes is minus 185. I think this is going to be a close fight. It could even be a split, but I'm going to go Gomes. I think she has, that KO power in her hands, like she has the bigger power. Sets up takedowns well with her striking. 3-fight win streak. That's what I like too. Tisha, she just beat Carla Esparza. I mean, we're seeing her on the analyst desk now. Just saying, Tisha has fought the best of the best, though. She's never been finished. She's tough as hell. Elite gas tank. But Gomes, 7 out of 11 wins come by KO, TKO. Is she going to knock out Pennington and be the first to finish her? Maybe. But I don't think so. I think Pennington's really tough, and I'm going to go Gomes decision, and I'd lean her money line at minus 185 if I had to make a pick. Who do you got, Joey?
Yeah, guys, kind of crazy story. I'm sorry about the vlog taking a little bit of time, but the guy who brought me down to the seats, he is related to Pennington, so that's pretty crazy. Like Bryson said, she's never been finished. Elite gas tank. Her takedown defense, though, is kind of fading a little bit. It's at 62%. She throws a ton of low kicks, though, guys, and she's, super crazy about it. But she does lack a little bit of speed and power in her hands. I feel like that translates to her legs a little better, though. Gomes, 3-fight win streak, like Bryson said. And she also has decent jiu-jitsu, and she shows to be very athletic. In this fight, I'm going to say start round 3 is my lock. I'm not picking anyone. But if I did have to pick, I'm going with Pennington. But start round 3 is a lock for me on this fight. All right, guys. Next up, we got a heavyweight bout between Josh Hockett and Max Jimenez. Josh Hockett is a minus 400 favorite, and Max Jimenez is a plus 310 dog. Guys, Hockett on his debut in the Contender Series was crazy. Shoots super explosive takedowns, and his offensive grappling is next level. On the Jimenez side, he has a very high-level jiu-jitsu and pretty good defensive wrestling. I'm taking Josh Hockett in this spot, guys. I'm taking him by knockout, too. I just think he gets it done here. I mean, He's a beast and one of my favorite prospects coming up in the division. So I'm picking Hockett money line and Hockett KO on a long shot. Who you got, Bryson?
So this fight, you got two guys who Josh Hockett 6-0, Max Jimenez 6-1. Jimenez is a guy who has he's won a bunch of jiu-jitsu tournaments in the past. Like he's literally a world renowned elite jiu-jitsu heavyweight. But that doesn't necessarily translate to MMA. It's really a different sport. Hockett, I think, is a little more built for it. Very strong and athletic. It's funny, we got a guy who was grappling coming to MMA and Hockett who played football coming to MMA. But I think I'm going to go with the football player Hockett at minus 400. And by knockout, I think he can finish this guy on the ground with just some nasty ground and pound. He is active on top. He showed that in the Contender Series and his other fights. And he also, I think, fought in Bellator as well, or PFL. So Hockett does have some high-level experience even in a short time. Max Jimenez lacks any boxing threat. He does throw some powerful low kicks, but I think when it's on the feet, it's going to be bad. And I think if Hockett just shoots his takedowns and drives, he got this all day. So going Josh Hockett money line and also knockout round 2.
All right, guys. Next up, we have a women's bantamweight matchup between Mayra Bueno Silva and Jacqueline Cavalcanti. Jacqueline Cavalcanti is coming in at a minus 250 favorite, and Bueno Silva at a plus 200 dog. Guys, Cavalcanti, she has super sharp technical boxing, and she pops out the one of the cleanest jabs I've seen in the division. Bueno Silva, on the other hand, she's pretty poor off her back, but does have a great clinch game. I've never bet against Cavalcanti, and I've watched, I think, 3 out of her fights in the UFC. I don't know if she's had any more, but she lands at a crazy accuracy and throws a lot of volume. I got Cavalcanti money line and Cavalcanti decision. Who you got, Bryson?
Yeah, I'm also leaning towards Cavalcanti here. Minus 250, I think, is right. Bueno Silva went up a weight class, tried to face Yasmin Yazdavicius, got dominated. She also switched gyms, guys. She's with the Fighting Nerds, but I actually don't think that was good for her. Her game just isn't their style. Now she's coming back down a weight class. Cavalcanti's the younger fighter, 70-inch reach to Bueno Silva, 66.5. That's why I love that jab that she's going to pop out. Cavalcanti also has an insane 70% significant strike defense. Very smooth feint game. Mayra Bueno Silva, she wants to close the distance, get a hold of her opponents. Cardio fades, though, late, and I think her cardio is going to even look worse coming back down. I didn't like that move from her from the beginning, and I don't like the move from the gym. So I'm going Cavalcanti decision, and hey, maybe if Bueno Silva's not looking too good, Cavalcanti knockout round 3 would look pretty good. All right, guys. Next up, we got a bantamweight matchup between Adrian Yanez versus Christian Quinones. Quinones is coming in at plus 180, and Yanez is minus 220. Guys, Yanez is going to be our first leg. This to me seems like a layup fight for him, getting him back in the win column. I think he beat Daniel Marcos that last time, he fought. I thought that was BS. It was a split decision, but it didn't go his way. Daniel Marcos, that guy's got away with like 3-2 split decisions. He gets them every time. And Yanez, though, good takedown defense at 81%. Quinones, he has horrible grappling defense, but he does have good jiu-jitsu. Like, he's going to want to try to take him down. Quinones, 18 out of 23 fights haven't gone the distance. Yanez is going to knock this guy out. So, lock in the KO. I wouldn't even be shocked round 1, but I'd lean round 2 because Quinones is tough. Yanez just has high-level technical boxing and throws at a high volume. Lands 6.23 significant strikes per minute. I mean, I love Yanez here. Who do you got, Joey?
Yeah, guys. Quinones, he is like a tough guy. He has pretty good takedown defense, and his fights usually don't go the distance. Yanez, on the other hand, very fast starter. He throws some nice kicks, and like Bryson said, he throws at a crazy rate with 6.23 significant strikes a minute. His takedown defense is immaculate at 81%, and he puts together his combos really well. And I think he's gonna find Quinones. Yeah, maybe in the first, but I just bet not go distance and Yanez money line for the locks on this fight. All right, guys. Next up, we got a featherweight matchup between Hyder Emil and Jamal Emmers. Hyder Emil is a pick'em at -110, and Jamal Emmers is a pick'em also at -110. All right, guys. Emil, he has constant pressure, and he chain wrestles a lot. On the Emmers side, he picks his shots super well and likes to set up his takedowns with his grappling pretty good. But in this fight, I think I'm going to pick Hyder Emil. Yeah, he is, a little bit, his reach discrepancy is a little bit under what Emmers is, but I just think his striking accuracy at 57% and his takedown defense is going to get it done for him. So I got Emil money line. Who do you got, Bryson?
I think Emil's really good. I do think he's on a quick turnaround here after that knockout. He has good takedown defense at 81%, excellent gas tank. He puts on like a Marab type pace. But he does come forward very reckless with that chin up. I think Jamal Emmers, he attacks at all levels. Slick feint game. He's fought elite competition and solid grappling defense. I could see him winning a decision, honestly, against Emil and just outpointing him and landing the bigger shots and having some moments. And he could also get his own takedowns. And if he gets takedowns, he'll actually hold the top control. Emil's more like, I'm going to take you down, punch you. You're going to get back up on the fence, and then I'm going to try to take you down again. Emil does have good pace. I think both are great value out of Pick'em. So whoever you like in this fight, I'd say go with. But I'm gonna lean towards Jamal Emmers here to get it done. Guys, next up we got a really really fun middleweight matchup. These are two good prospects coming in this division. We got Christian Leroy Duncan (CLD) versus Marco Tulio. CLD is coming in at +125. Marco Tulio's -150. For me, I'm shocked again with these odds. I mean, I thought Tulio, a guy who I think's only had 2 UFC fights and has fought very low competition, Trayshawn Gore, and then I'm blanking on the other guy, but it was that Ukrainian guy, Pochera or something like that. And then CLD, he's lost to Gregory Rodriguez, and I'm forgetting one other loss he had, but he's fought like some decent guys here. Very precise striker, 59% significant strike accuracy for CLD. He throws crazy acrobatic kicks, tries to find his range early. Really good feint game. That's what I love about him. He does struggle against pressure heavy grapplers slash wrestlers, which Tulio really is, and I think Tulio will fall into that game of striking, and they'll really put on a good display on both sides. Tulio throws a really nice teep, puts together a lot of combos, does leave his chin high a lot though when he comes in, but he does come in with bad intentions. But so I'm going to lean CLD at +125, and I'm also going to lean by decision. But I love Tulio too. This is a great fight. Who do you got, Joey?
Yeah, in this fight, guys, I honestly I like Tulio, but I am pig flipping. I think I like CLD a little better. Tulio against Trayshawn Gore, that was an insane performance, guys, and he does land, about 7.54 significant strikes per minute on a 50% accuracy, which is pretty crazy. But like Bryson said, he leaves his chin up in the air, and I think CLD with his feint game can exploit that, and he also has fought the better competition. He has a high fight IQ, and he works to all levels, so I think that's going to play into his favor here. I'm taking CLD money line and CLD by decision. All right, guys, next up, we got a bantamweight matchup between Ricky Simone and Hani Barcelos. Barcelos at a +150 dog, and Simone at a -180 favorite. Guys, Ricky Simone's a beast. He's shown improvements on the feet, and he puts like crazy pressure on you. Guys, he's fought Marab, so if that says anything about his past comp. On the Barcelo side, he's fought, some pretty good comp. He's pretty active as of recently, but he is 38 years old. So for that reason, and, knowing who Ricky Simone has fought in his last couple fights, he got a KO in Seattle, and, he's just a dominant wrestler, guys. I'm picking Ricky Simone here, money line, and maybe if you're feeling crazy, Ricky Simone decision. He's also going to be the first leg of our parlay. But who do you got in this, Bryson?
I like Ricky Simone here at minus 180. He's also going to be the first leg of our parlay. Very solid takedown defense, 75%. He has that knockout on Bashrat, and then he just came and fought Cameron Smotherman, who came in on short notice. And I liked how he looked that fight. He did what he's good at. He's pushing you against the cage, grabbing your wrist, throwing knees at you, working in the clinch, shooting takedowns. Hani Barcelos, he has elite level wrestling credentials. He times his counters very well. Obviously, he had that big win against Peyton Talbot, and then he beat Cody Garbrandt. But I don't think he's fighting guys that can offensively wrestle with him. I think Ricky can here, and I think Ricky's smart enough to, get his moments in the striking, and I think he'll actually get the better of the two in the grappling and wrestling. So Ricky Simone will be our second leg here at minus 170, and remember we're using BetMGM, and I'd also look at his decision. It's not out yet, but I'd guess it'd be around plus 145, plus 155. So yeah, we're going Ricky Simone as our second leg, and let's go, baby. All right, guys, next up we got a lightweight matchup with Chris Taco Padilla versus Ismail Bonfim. Bonfim's, I think, younger brother, so they're both fighting on the card. That will be fun. Bonfim is minus 225, and Taco Padilla is coming in at plus 185. You guys know I love me some Padilla. And you know what? I'm gonna slightly lean with him here. I think this is gonna be like a split decision type of fight, so I'm probably gonna skip out on betting it. But Padilla is always looking to close the distance. Throws nasty knees and elbows up close. Likes to mix up his wrestling and grappling. Shows a clean feint game. Ismail Bonfim does very poor under pressure, so that's where I think Padilla can get him. But Bonfim is the more technical, calm striker. He just looks a little more polished. He does struggle against wrestlers and grapplers, which I think Padilla could mix up in. And he's smart. Padilla's very high fight IQ. He'll definitely shoot. I think what he wants to do here, though, if he's smart, is push him up against the cage, make Bonfim feel uncomfortable. But it's gonna be a good fight. But I could see people leaning Bonfim. But I'm gonna go Padilla. I think plus 185 is a huge number. Who do you got here, Joey?
Yeah, guys, I like Chris Padilla in this spot too. If it was the other Bonfim brother, I'd probably be saying something else, but it is the younger brother. I've watched his tape a little bit, and he is a pretty good striker. He has a 70% striking or significant strike accuracy, which is pretty solid. But guys, once, like Bryson said, once he gets like really in there and it gets into be a dogfight, he does not thrive at all. He times his low kicks pretty well, but I mean Padilla throws crazy low kicks. And on the Padilla side, he also has 100% takedown defense. So if Bonfim wants to go there, I think Padilla is just gonna stuff him and hit him with a couple elbows. So I'm going Padilla money line in this fight. I just think the number is crazy as well. All right, guys, we got the co-main event of the evening, a flyweight bout between Matt Schnell and Joseph Morales. Guys, Joseph Morales coming in at a minus 275 favorite, and Matt Schnell at a plus 225 dog. Guys, I think it's crazy. Joseph Morales just winning the Ultimate Fighter this year, going from the first fight to the co-main event, well-deserved against a tough prospect like Alibi. Matt Schnell, on the other hand, he wants to make the fight ugly, and he's fought elite comp too, but Joseph Morales has already been in the UFC. This is his second run at it, guys, and his last performance was just immaculate. Shows huge improvements in his boxing. He has high-level BJJ, and he's super slick in scrambles. I'm going Joseph Morales money line, and maybe on a long shot, I'd go Joseph Morales sub. I think he's going to surprise people and get 2 subs in a row here. I know a lot of people are thinking knockout, but I could see him finding a way to get that sub. Who do you got, Bryson?
So I know people are thinking, who's the last leg here? Is it going to be the main co-main? It's going to be our boy Morales at minus 275. So guys, lock that in. The first leg, we have, wait, what was it again, Joey?
Yanez.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. So Yanez minus 220. Simone minus 170, and then our last leg here is Morales at minus 275. Guys, when he was first in the UFC, he fought guys like Pantoja, some other tough cats. Now he just fought Chapelone, who he subbed in the first round, who was the first pick in the Ultimate Fighter for DC's team, and then Chael was, Morales. Then he fought Rodriguez. He went in the Contender Series, won. Chapelone went in, won. Alibi, I haven't caught up with him, but I guarantee after that loss, he's already active, getting back to it. Morales shoots very clean takedowns, times them well. Yeah, like Joey said, the improvements in the boxing, that was crazy. Alibi was the better striker we thought going in. We thought Morales, if he was going to beat him, was going to be the grappling, but he beat him everywhere. It was pure domination. Matt Schnell, horrible takedown defense, 43%. He accepts bottom position too much because, he throws up submissions and stuff. He is decent on the feet, throws some good combos and good 1-2s. 8 out of 9 losses been finished though, guys. So Morales sub, lock that in too, and I think he's gonna get it round 2 just like his last fight. So for me, round 2, Morales submission and money line. We're locking it all in on our boy, and it's the last leg. All right, guys. Now we got the main event of the evening of the fight night. I believe it's the last fight in the Apex as well for the year. We got Gabriel Bonfim, welterweight matchup, by the way, versus Randy Brown. Brown's coming in at plus 165. Gabriel Bonfim is minus 200. Him and his brother are fighting on this card. If you guys are like, wait, I heard a Bonfim earlier. Yeah, they're brothers. Gabriel Bonfim, it's a little controversial, that last fight with Wonder Boy. A lot of people thought he lost the second and third round, but he ended up getting the decision. His gas tank kind of fades after round 2, guys. He's a first-round finisher type of guy. He throws some powerful low kicks, has some nasty jiu-jitsu. His grappling's really good. He wants to get in the clinch, get a hold of you. Randy Brown, he pops out a nice jab and a good 1-2. Really light on his feet, moves on the outside with ease. Decent takedown defense, 73%. It's decent. It's not great. He did get subbed by JDM, but that was him kind of rushing in, slipping, JDM getting his back, and, getting choked out. But, they both have fought some good competition, but I'm going to go Randy Rude Boy Brown here. I like him at plus 165. I think there's a little value on him there. He's kind of like in his prime, and this is kind of his last hurrah to get in the rankings and move up. Bonfim still has some time, but that loss against Dalby when he got knocked out, I think he struggles against guys like Brown, and Brown's going to find it. Who do you got, Joey?
Yeah, guys, this fight's going to be a great main event for a fight night. Bonfim, he lands 4.3 takedowns per 15 minutes on a 55% accuracy. So, yeah, that's pretty good. He's got that going in his favor. And like Bryson said, he's a dangerous starter. Crazy jiu-jitsu, always looking for the finish in the first round, but he does fade after that. He's very dangerous, just in general, feet and takedowns. Either way, man, he's a beast, but I have to pick against him in this fight. Randy Brown, I just think he's a little more experienced, and he mixes up his kicks really well. So, in this fight, if I had to pick, I'm picking Randy Brown money line for the main event. I don't know any props. It's a 5-round fight. Anything could happen, but I'm saying probably won't go the distance is also a lock on this fight for me. All right, guys. Thank you so much for supporting Rain City MMA. We love all the views, the likes, subscribes. Anything you do to interact with our channel is much appreciated. And we got a 3-leg parlay like we do for you every week. This one's a smacker, guys, so lock it in. Yanez moneyline at minus 220. Simone moneyline at minus 170. And Morales moneyline at minus 275, guys. Lock those 3 in. And we'll see you at the cash counter. Let's go.
And also wanted to say, hope everyone had a great Halloween. It's always fun dressing up the 1 year out of the time. So hope y'all had some candy and had some fun.